Hi, it's Judy with the second Canvas migration tip of the summer quarter. Hope you are all having a great summer. I wanted to talk to you in this tip about preparing your files for moving day. Just like you wouldn't move your house by dumping everything in every room of the house into one giant box and throwing it all into the moving van, you may want to consider organizing your files chunk by chunk. Just like you would when you're packing up your house. Obviously, you're going to pack up the kitchen and keep those boxes together and separate from packing up other areas of the house. The other bit of insight that I've uncovered is that you're going to have to clean up eventually, whether you throw all of your stuff into a moving box and worry about it when you unpack, or perhaps you're the type of person who's going to clean out your stuff before you pack up and move. The choice is yours, but I wanted to make sure to share with you that the file moving process is one where you're going to have to do some cleaning up as you set up your new Canvas course. So what I wanted to do with you is share with you some personal experiences that I had in terms of moving my files over to IMC 301. In fact, perhaps I should probably back up and say, after organizing my calendar, which I shared with you in the first video tip, organizing files and setting up file folders is probably the next thing that I'm going to do in my Canvas course site. Now, whether or not you make those files available to students for them to view, or whether you're going to link those files into modules and pages later is up to you. But basically, think of your file storage as the spine of your course and something that you're going to want to be sure that you have organized the way you want and that all your files copy over. So again, my bit of advice is do it in chunks and clean as you go. So once you have your files in Canvas, your life becomes a lot easier. Now, an important thing for you to know is that Canvas is going to pick up files from multiple locations, but Canvas doesn't pick up files directly from Blackboard. So if you have files on Blackboard that you want to migrate over, what you need to do is export those files, and then those files will actually be sitting in some location on your computer. Chances are your downloads area of your computer. Now, the important thing for me to share with you is if you choose to lift your files off of Blackboard and move them over, you're going to have to do some cleanup work, because for every file that you have in your course in Blackboard, Blackboard attaches a code file to them. A lot of them are called .xml files, and those files aren't going to make any sense in Canvas. So when you pick up off of Blackboard and move your files, you're going to have to delete those other files. Well, why am I sharing this with you? I think the important lesson that I learned is grab your files from the easiest place that you have them stored. So for example, many of us keep important files on our hard drives, or perhaps on the network shared drive of the university, or in the cloud on Google Drive. The important thing for you to know is that when you upload files into Canvas, they can come from multiple locations. So don't necessarily assume that the only location that you can pull a course file from is Blackboard. You have many, many choices. And my advice would be the place where your files are currently the cleanest and most organized is where you should be pulling from. I hope this tip is helpful. Take care.